So the crashing saga continues with no end in sight or any help for any PC players on The Division 2. Or does it? I've got some breaking news, details, and a possible fix to correct the issue that Ubisoft just can't seem to correct. And this one comes to you by a fellow Division community member. My name is LtBuzzLitebeer, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that big, beautiful subscribe button and ring the bell to receive all my future upload alerts. Okay, so for this to be possible, and I want to stress that word possible, because what worked for me may not work for you, but I'm going to list out as much information, versions, equipment that I use as possible. I'm going to show you my settings just so you have an idea of what I am using and running, and then you can compare from there. Now, full disclosure up front, in terms of PC knowledge and infrastructure, I rank somewhere in the mostly illiterate category. I buy my PC hardware based on research that I do, speaking with other content creators, etc. So if you wanted to talk PC shop with me, you're probably going to get a blank stare. Anyways, I am running Windows 10 version 21H2 OS build 19044.1706, and up till now I have resisted Microsoft's constant reminders that my system is ready for Windows 11. Now, if you're a content creator, streamer, or whatever, you know how fucked up your settings become anytime Windows throws a new update at you, hence me resisting their upgrade. Now, in terms of the hardware in my PC, my CPU is an AMD Threadripper PRO 3975WX, which has 32 cores and 64 threads running at a base clock of, I think it's 3.5 gigahertz. Now, I have not overclocked this CPU at all, and in case you're wondering why I have this much CPU, it is because I deal quite a bit in recording and rendering huge 4K video files, sometimes crossing 100 gigs in total size, so I need the beefy processor. I've also got 128 gigs of 3600 megahertz Corsair Vengeance LPX RAM and an Nvidia Geforce 3090 Founders Edition GPU. Once again, my rig is purpose-built for heavy recording and rendering jobs, so don't judge me. Now, as I explained in my last video, the Division 2 used to run super stable until TU15 went live. And again, this is my experience with the game, yours may differ. Now, ever since TU15 launched, I was experiencing one of three different variations of crashes and or freezes. The first would drop the game from full screen down to the taskbar, leaving me just sitting there viewing my desktop. Then the game would instantly maximize back up again, but now in windowed mode, and from there I may still have control of my agent, or maybe not. The second crash would start very much the same as the first, but once again, when the game returned from the taskbar, it was full lockup, but with background sounds. From there, I could usually just right-click the game icon down in the taskbar, close the game, restart, and start going. Again, super annoying, especially when you're in a squad or in combat. Now, the third crash was the most severe. It started off the same as the first two, but once the game returns from the taskbar, it is a full-on lockup. I have no control of my mouse, and no matter what I try to do, I can't get the game to close down. Now, this one requires the power cycle method to restart the PC, and in general, I try to avoid doing this. I sent several tweets to the official Division Game Twitter account, and Daria General, our community manager, responded that PC crash fixes are expected to arrive somewhere in TU16, which is, by my math, months away, and that's not good. Now, luckily, one of my awesome Discord members, Ryder JJ, saw my PC crash fix video, did some digging, and found this post on the Division Reddit by Andro Bourne. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, and I highly recommend you check this dude out because he's way more technical and knowledgeable about PC infrastructure than I will ever hope to be, and on his own, he figured out a way to circumvent the bad programming within the game. Now, I'm going to include a link to his Reddit post in the video description and wanted to personally thank him for his work on this matter. He also took the time to create a tutorial video, which is linked in his Reddit post. And again, this may not work for every single PC user out there that is experiencing these crashes and or freezing issues, but it worked for me. as I put my rig under heavy load last night, and in 4K full ultra settings and recording at the same time, I did not crash in an hour-and-a-half session, and only once did I feel what felt like a freeze, and it lasted about maybe 1 to 2 seconds and then caught back up. So here is the fix step by step, and full disclosure, I am copying what Andro Bourne did in his Reddit post, and like I said, he also has a video up on his YouTube channel. Watch mine, watch his. If it helps, it helps. Do whatever you want. So step 1, hit the Windows icon at the bottom left of your desktop, which is going to bring up this screen. Next, select Settings, which has the gear icon next to it. Step 2, once you see this screen, you will next need to type in Exploit Protection in the search bar and then select it. Now on to step 3, which will land you on this page, and you do not want to start messing with system-wide settings. Instead, select the Program Settings link, which will land you on this page and allow you to individually tailor your exception rules. Step 4 is to click on the plus icon, and it will bring up this drop-down, and you want to next select Choose Exact File Path. Step 5, and this one will differ based on how you have your hard drive set up. You need to find out where you keep your games, etc. But you will want to track down your games, and more specifically, Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Okay, I'm done with the stills, so watch as I take you through the steps now on this video, starting off at the Exploit Protection screen. Select the Add Program to Customize plus symbol, and then choose Exact File Path. Now, I've already located the game files from a little bit of searching, and so it lands me directly on that file page. The 3 files you will need to correct are at the bottom, and they have the iconic Division 2 logo next to them. Each one of these files will be changed identically, so after you've done one, you'll know what to do. Now, I'm selecting the game file first, and it will take you to what this window looks like that says Program Settings, the Division2.exe, and this is where you will start checking off every single box next to every area. Checkmark every override system setting box in the entire window, so if you see the blue check mark, you have done this correctly. Now, if any of the secondary sliders underneath the headers are enabled, you will want to turn them all to off. Finish off the config by scrolling down all the way and confirming that all the boxes are checked for override and all the sliders are in the left or off position. Once you've seen them all and confirmed the setup, press the apply button at the bottom of the window, and Windows Security will prompt you to allow the changes. You're of course going to press yes. Now go back into Choose Exact File Path and repeat the steps for the other 2 Division files with the 2 icon next to them. Confirm the check marks, make sure the sliders are in the off position, apply, and confirm with Windows Security. You will not need to restart your PC once the changes are finalized. I also take another precautionary step because I personally do not trust the easy anti-cheat software. Now for this one, start up the Division 2. Press Ctrl-Alt-Delete to open your task manager, select the Details tab along the top, and it's going to bring up a list of your running programs. Just scroll down until you see the bare icon, which is easyanticheat.exe, and from there, right-click the file, and it's going to bring up a drop-down menu. Scroll down through this menu until you see Set Affinity. Now, based on how many cores your CPU has, you'll see Easy Anti-Cheat actually running on all of them. Click at the very top of this scroll menu on the All Processors box, which will unselect them all. And finally, you will want to select just one of them. Press OK and minimize the task manager. Now just jump back into the game and it should run as smoothly as it possibly can, hopefully with 0 crashes and minimal to no freezing as well. Once again, all credit to the OP, Andro Bourne. I highly recommend you check out his Reddit post and YouTube channel. Maybe ask him some technical questions that I could never hope to answer. Again, both links in the video description below. Personally, this seems to have fixed it for me, but it all feels extremely unnecessary as the game just shouldn't stop running Windows altogether. So it's up to Ubisoft and Massive to fix their game and stop this horrific issue from happening. I personally hate diving into PC config files and monkeying around with settings, but this one was actually pretty straightforward because we were actually manipulating Windows specifically for the Division 2 and not globally or within config files. Sound off in the comment section below. If you are on PC and having the crashing and or freezing issues, did this fix work for you? Remember to smash that big, beautiful subscribe button and ring the bell to receive all my future upload alerts. If you could rate and or share, actually, I'm pleading with you to definitely share this video with others. You need to spread the word. That would be greatly appreciated. You can find and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and over on my community Discord server. Links to all my socials in the video description below. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.